Okay, tonight I want to show you a hand stitch that you can use to mark details on your pattern, to transfer markings from your pattern piece onto the fabric, which is so helpful in construction. The more time you put into marking accurately, the less time you'll spend digging that pattern piece out, trying to find out where the large dot is, trying to find out where the pocket placement is. So it's really a case of investing time at the front to improve accuracy, to save your nerves, and to be far faster when you're sewing. And sewing is the part we like. This is a classic traditional technique. I've seen it described in the internet inaccurately, so in some cases, so I'm going to try to show you the way that tailor tacks can be constructed so they really work very well. The method shown to me by my mother when I was 8 years old. Because you're using thread and not marking pens, dissolving, air soluble, water soluble, all the rest of them, you can actually transfer the marking to the fabric and then pull the thread out without any trace. So it's really the best way to mark if you want to make sure that none of the markings are going to last. The other thing is, because you're using thread, you can color code. Right here we've got a large dot. I, for example, could mark that in red thread, the small dot in blue thread. The stitching lines for the little placket here, I could mark those in yellow thread. And when I remove my pattern piece and I'm completely lost with all these different markings, I can go back and read my color code and know what I'm doing. So, couldn't be easier. Here is a thread, doubled, no knot at the end. I'm right-handed, so we're going to be working this way, but it's not difficult to do it the other way. So, marking this large dot, I put my needle in the large dot, and then I'm just going to pull it through, so I have approximately an inch or two of thread. So that's it, step one. We can all do step one. I actually have seen in the internet they have you cut it and say that's a thread marking, but it actually misses the secret ingredient of a tailor tack and the one that makes them so amazing. So then you bring the thread back, bring the needle back rather, you put it in and out, the same holes, and just use your finger here to hold that so you make a loop. The loop should be maybe thumb size, little loop there. So what you have, I'll spread out so you can see exactly what it looks like. What you have is like a cursive E, except nobody writes cursive anymore. If they did, they'd understand it. But it doesn't matter. Looks like a little octopus. If I stayed here all night, I could probably think of a million things that look like. So there we have done it. It's gone in, around, maintaining that nice loop. You then do something weird but effective. You then take the sharp end of your needle and you scratch through the tissue paper right between those two threads. Now what this means is when it comes time, we're assuming here this is being cut. I'm not going to spend time doing that now. So pretend you're all sewers, so you've got great imaginations. So then you see I can pull my pattern piece right off. And there's my little mark. And then, separating my layers, you see that little loop is holding that. It's holding it from coming out. And I have transferred markings to 2 layers of fabric with thread that's color coded, sending me little messages about what it is. And then when I'm done using them, they can be removed. Okay, thank you. What's that?